What is up, guys? This is my 10th episode, so I figured I'd do something special. So you know what? I'm doing this episode with no pants on. Yeah. So I went to the midnight release of Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2, and it was awesome! For those of you who don't want it spoiled but want to see the rest of this video, what I'm going to do is you can turn your speakers off, and then I'll give you a little text thingy that says when it's okay to turn them back on. So I'll do that. So if you want to see the rest of the video, turn them off now. Okay, for those of you still there, it was awesome. Okay, it was kind of short. It wasn't as long as I expected. It was like 2 hours, but it was pretty good. The battle scene at the end, well, it was like half the movie, but whatever. It was pretty cool. If I had done it, I would have went a little more James Cameron on it. I just would have made it so out there. It's like it wasn't really emphasized enough. Like, I mean, the part with Harry was because it was based around him, but just like the part where one of the Weasley twins dies, I think it was Fred, and then Lupin and Nymphadora die.
Don't call me Nymphadora.
Tonks, sorry. Anyway, they die, and I just would have emphasized that a lot more because it was there, but it wasn't really like pronounced. Same thing at the end when the good guys start winning, like the battle between Mrs. Weasley and Bellatrix Lestrange. I would have amped that up a little bit too. But all in all, it was really, really good. It was humorous too, and like usually when people try and put comedy in serious movies, it just really pisses me off. But this was really, really well done. Like, it was entertaining, it was dramatic, everything, and there were so many fuck yeah moments. Just it was, oh my god, this was a great way to end the series. And to be honest, in the book, I was disappointed at the final battle between Harry and Voldemort, but this movie just made it so much more epic. I mean, they changed a few things here and there, but nothing that was really significant in any way. And honestly, I think my favorite part was after Harry dies in the Forbidden Forest and Hagrid's carrying him back. Voldemort's going on the spiel about how he killed Harry Potter and blah 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 blah. And then shit starts going down, right? And Harry gets up and starts running. And Voldemort has this look on his face, it's like, and then I was just thinking, like, yeah, that's how it goes. Excuse me. And before I was out there, before I was in there, I was out waiting outside the theater with a couple of my friends, and we were talking about just like, I wonder what my Patronus would be, and find out what mine is right now. Expecto Patronum.
Narwhals swimming in the ocean, causing a commotion, cause they are so awesome. Narwhals swimming in the ocean, pretty big and pretty wide, to beat a polar bear in a fight.
That's the gas. Nobody has a better Patronus than me. That's all I gotta say. Anyway, the good movie that I'm gonna talk about. Oh, it's safe to turn your cameras back on and your speakers back on. Anyway, the good movie I'm going to talk about is Crossroads. A lot of people nowadays probably aren't familiar with the stories of Robert Johnson, but he was a blues musician in the 30s, I think. I don't know, I'm not remembering so well, but it was a long ass time ago. And he allegedly sold his soul to the devil for his mad blues skills, and that's the story that this movie is based around. Robert Johnson released 29 tracks, and there was rumored to be a 30th one that this kid's looking for. And this guy supposedly knows it, but he won't teach it to him unless he breaks him out of a retirement home, which is kind of funny, honestly. because he wants to get back to his state of Mississippi. And later on, you find out that the song isn't actually real, but instead of finding the song, the kid whose name is Lightning Boy has to help win what's his face's soul back from the devil. And it's really awesome because at the end there's this epic guitar battle between the kid and the character's name is Jack Butler, but he's played by Steve Vai, and anything Steve Vai does is amazing. This is a really, really good movie. I hope you all go. I hope you all go get it. The bad movie. Oh my god. I couldn't think of a bad movie earlier today, so I texted a couple of my friends and asked what's a bad movie. And my friend Amy says, Thanksgiving. And I never watched it. I heard her talk about it a couple times, but I never knew what it was. And I watched it today. And I think we might actually have a worse movie than Halloween 2. See what happens, it starts off, it's like broad daylight pictures, or whatever it was called, and then in the first scene, boom, there it is, a close-up of this chick's boobs, right, and then it zooms out, and it's like this pilgrim chick, and it's like in 1621, right, and then something's chasing her, you don't know what it is at first, but she's running and running, and the whole time, like, the camera's just focusing on her boobs as she runs, and then she trips, and then you see something come up behind her because you can like see it through its eyes. Like you know what I'm talking about. But anyway, it's this turkey with an axe, and he goes, "Nice tits, bitch." And then at present day, where like you have a hick dude and a jock dude and a nerd dude and a slut girl and some regular girl, and they're on Thanksgiving break from college, and they go and this guy's driving a bunch of them home, and the car breaks down, and there's smoke coming out of the engines, and the slut girl's like, maybe it's a flat tire. Now, I can't drive. I don't wear the glasses in my videos because of the glare from the laptop, but I actually have really, really shitty vision. But even I know that if your engine is smoking, then it's probably not a flat tire. Just saying. Anyway, they stop and they camp out, and the turkey's all like, oh, and the nerd dude tells them the story about the turkey, and they don't believe it, of course. But, then the girl goes off, and she sees the turkey, and she runs back all like, oh my god, it's a turkey! Oh, before, this is one of my favorite parts, the normal girl's dad is a sheriff, and he's sitting there, he has a coffee, and he spits it out, and he goes to his wife and says, what, do you take a shit in this? And she goes, as a matter of fact, I did, and she did. There's a turd in the coffee pot. She's like, I want a divorce. Anyway, I got the feeling that this was actually a college project that a couple of film students did, and it was actually supposed to be ridiculously stupid and not good at all. So, you know what? I'll give them props for that. They did a good job at making it ridiculous. And there are a couple people, like, people that aren't even characters, just extras that see the turkey, and they start talking to it, and they don't even question the fact that it's a talking turkey. They're just like, oh yeah, you can come in my car. And then the turkey drives a car. The turkey drives a car! No! Turkeys can't drive cars! Okay, back to the legend. The nerd dude's telling the legend, and he says that the turkey comes back every 505 years. 505? Really? You couldn't just choose a nice round number? Anyway, after they all see the turkey and they all know that it's real, the girl with the sheriff for the father, she goes, oh, we need to figure out how to kill it. We should go to my dad's house. He's got lots of books, and one of them's got to be about killer turkeys. Because everybody has books about killer turkeys in their collection. I don't. Just saying. And then they find a book about killer turkeys, and they find out how to kill it, which is just dumb. They have to take something off of it, and then they have to burn it alive. Shit, I don't know. But when they get when they get to the house to look at the books, the turkey's already there and it already killed the sheriff. So, and before this, sorry, I'm going in a horrible order. Before they get to the house, before the turkey killed the sheriff, the turkey shows up at the house and it's wearing Groucho Marx glasses. So the sheriff thinks it's a midget in a turkey costume. So he's just sitting there in the kitchen, just like making small talk with it. And he gave it coffee, and the turkey's just like, "This hazelnut?" He goes, "Yeah." And then the turkey kills the sheriff, skins his face off, and wears his face. And when the kids come in, it's just like, "Oh, hi, Dad." What? And I don't even know. Just like everything about this movie is a what the fuck moment. Just I don't have time to cover them all, so you know what, actually, this is the first bad movie that I'm actually recommending that you watch, just because I can't do it justice. Like there was one time where the slut chick goes off and she's with some other guy that isn't a character, it's just an extra, and they're banging, but they both have pants on, and then the turkey comes in and he kills the guy, and the chick doesn't notice, and then the turkey starts banging her, and she still doesn't notice until she turns around and is all like, "Ah, you just got stuck." I'm like, that turkey is my new best friend. God, it was just absolutely ridiculous. I don't even want to talk about it anymore because I won't stop if I keep going. Anyway, the movie I think should happen is based on a book. It's called Survivor. It's by the same guy that wrote Fight Club, and this is, I'm not even that far into it yet, and it's already so much more screwed up than Fight Club. It's about this religious cultist nutjob who didn't kill himself with the rest of his cult, and then he hijacks an airplane. And the whole book is him explaining his life and the events leading up to the hijacking, and it's just really, really messed up. And they were going to make it into a movie, but then 9/11 happened, and they were just like, yeah, let's not do this right now. So I want to see that. So that's all I really got for you this time. Peace out, Girl Scout.